Alright, YouTubers, this is another quick video that I am making. I just got through watching the memorial service for the late now Michael Jackson. Let's see. Well, I like how it started off with Andre Crouch's "Soon and Very Soon We Are Going to See the King." Now, let me go on ahead and just go ahead and clarify this right now for people start getting crazy and start tripping, okay? That whole funeral, even though it was a service for Michael Jackson, I'm going to tell you this. I know a lot of people is going to chop my head off, but for those of you who know, who really know and get the message, it was not just about Michael, it was also about Jesus. Anytime you are talking about anybody who can express such love for another person, no matter how bad they done dogged you out, no matter how many times they done made a joke out of your name, and you still have that much love for them, then you're not just talking about that person, you're also talking about God, because only God can supply enough love, that type of love, for another person, no matter what happens. Okay? So I will go on record and say this: that was not just about Michael, it was also about Jesus. Okay? I also liked how Lionel Richie came up and did "Jesus is Love." I really like how, and especially the comment that was made by Stevie Wonder before he performed, the messages by Pastor Lucius Smith and Martin Luther King Jr. III and Bernice King. I really did not hear too much about Reverend Al Sharpton's speech, because I know that probably he would not mention anything about Jesus in his little speech or what have you. I don't know. I know there'll probably be a clip on YouTube somewhere with him speaking, so I'll just have to look at that later. I might be wrong, but I really didn't care too much for Reverend Al Sharpton. I really liked how Marlon really just kind of, I really wouldn't say in his way summed it up, but you know how he really just mentioned, you know, about Michael being with God and everything, looking towards the Creator and all that type of stuff. And I also found it very clever, whoever idea was it, to mention that Janet was going to speak so that little Paris can speak. And yes, you know, she broke down, showing the love for her father and everything and stuff like that. I guess maybe we can put, maybe in future references about who and her brother's parents are, we can safely be assured that Michael is her father. But all on top of that, it was a very good service. I must admit, it's even better than some of the ones, you know, I've seen. And then, you know, with Michael Jackson being black, and it's kind of a bit of a stereotype that, you know, with a lot of black funerals, you have those people that be hollering, screaming, falling out, everything, trying to get on the casket. I'm glad there was none of that. Now, Usher Raymond almost ruined it for us when he walked his tail down to that casket and was gonna touch the casket. Now, there is kind of like an unsung rule in a black funeral: if you gonna sing or if you gonna speak, unless you was real strong, don't you go near that casket, because if you go near that casket, you was best believe gonna break down and not finish whatever you was trying to do. Okay? But all in all, it was a very good and dignified funeral. To all the fans out there who was fans of Michael Jackson, let me just tell you all this, okay? Yes, celebrate the man. Yes, appreciate for his work. But by no means, please, do not forget the one who is behind Michael Jackson. Do not forget the man who who really orchestrated Michael Jackson together. Do not forget God Almighty, because all in all, Michael did some good stuff. Michael did some good work. Michael did some amazing things. But all in all, God was the one that was behind it, because without God, there would not be no Michael Jackson. There would not be anything without God. So please do not forget about God. I think that, for a lot of people out there who believe in God, you all should be thanking God that He sent Michael Jackson and allowed him to live 50 years on this earth and to do what he did. Please, I really would not want y'all to think that Michael Jackson is gone too soon, because I really don't think that he was gone too soon. He gone at the exact appointed time, the time that God knew that was going to happen and allowed to happen. Because Michael could have went at any given moment. Michael could have went at 35. Michael could have went at 25. Michael could have went at 15. Michael could have went just right before he even started at 10. So, just thank God that He sent someone like Michael to live these 50 years and have a life that he did, and to know that through it all, through all the ups and all the downs, through when it seemed like Michael was going crazy, Michael still had that godly love for people. And that's what I believe what the whole service is really all about, is just that godly love. But we cannot forget where that love comes from, and it comes from God up above. So, in closing, I just wish that, everyone kind of just cry tears. I know everyone wants to cry and everything, stuff like that. Take a deep breath and move on, okay? Because Michael had a good life. All of this is over now, and we just have to keep pushing forward. Just keep moving on, and hopefully that Michael's life and how he lived will inspire someone, to help somebody else out. They can't do it like how Michael can, but they could have just at least helped somebody that they know as much as they possibly can. So for all your YouTubers, and I know this is another video again I just made off the fly, so I'm gonna try and do better. But for all my YouTubers, just kind of stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you all again.